In this video, we're going to go through another bank reconciliation. However, this time we're going to do one with errors. Okay, so it's all well and good when everything works out, but that's not always the case. And for A standard questions in this course, you will be getting bank reconciliations with errors in them, and you need to know how to deal with them. So to start with, there's two different ways we can approach errors. There's assume the bank made them. Okay, which means the bank is stuffed up and we need to ring them and tell them, or assume that the business has made the errors. Now, if the business makes the errors, you as the accountant or you as the bookkeeper, you've made that error normally. Okay, and they're a bit easier to fix. Because you've made them, they're easier to clean up. Whereas the bank errors are a little more in depth. So how we know what we're doing is every time you get a bank reconciliation, you will see something like this. Okay, assume the bank has made any errors found. It might say assume any errors have been made by the bank, or assume all errors are in the bank statements, or assume all errors are in the business statements, but they will tell you. Okay, it doesn't mean there are errors in there, but they will tell you who's made them because it will change what you have to do. So I've picked a slightly more complicated bank statement for this one. So you can see this is the bank's records over here. And then on the right hand side, we've got our previous bank reconciliation, so from our records for last month, and we've got our cash receipts and our cash payments journal. So that's everything that you'll be given in a bank rec question. I've also got here the two reports that we need to prepare. So I've got the cash at bank account here on the left, and I've got the bank reconciliation statement there on the right. So once we've filled those two in and they balance, we're all done. I'm going to go through this one a little quicker because I'm hoping by now you know how to do a simple bank rec, and if you don't, you need to do some more from that booklet until you do. So the first thing I'm going to do is I am going to tick off all of the cash receipts. Ta-da! Now I'm going to do all the cash payments. And now I'm going to go through and I'm going to circle everything that didn't kind of get dealt with those first two steps. So you can see there that there's a couple of things that are kind of a bit different. So the first one is the 3,100. Okay, you can see here that they put in a deposit for 3,100. So somebody gives them $3,100 in a check. And then over here, the bank realizes that that person doesn't have enough money and they take the $3,100 out. Okay, they also charge them a fee, which is a bit mean, but that's how the banks work. So this 3,100 went in, but then came back out again. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to cross that out. So we are still waiting for this $3,100 to be paid. We've done the work, they need to pay us, and they haven't yet. It's gone in and it's bounced back out. So just keep an eye on that when you're going along. The rest of them look pretty good. We've got some taxes in there, we've got some bank fees, we've got someone we didn't know about that's paying, and we've got their check number 748. In the bank's records, it says that that check was for $89. However, in our records, it was $98. Okay, and this is what the errors will look like. So we have to assume that the bank has made the error in this one. So we're assuming that they've put that check through, and instead of typing 98, they've typed 89 and they've made an error. So we'll have to deal with that as we go along. Same as we do with all the other circled things, we're going to put them into our bank rec and our cash at bank account. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to take the things that are in the bank statement that have been missed out, and I'm going to put them into my cash journal and my cash, my cash journal, sorry. So I'm going to total all of them up. I'm not going to write them down because I have no room, but it should look like So those two amounts include everything that's already in the cash receipts and cash payments journal, plus it also includes this $60, $4.30, $30 and $3. Now I haven't changed the error in my records because I didn't make a mistake in my records. Okay, that mistake is in the bank's record, so there's no point changing it in mine because mine's right. Okay, so I've just left that kind of unticked and we will deal with that in a little bit. So I've got $21,085 in cash receipts and I've got $18,344.30 in my cash payments journal. So we're now going to take all that information and we're going to put it into our cash at bank account and our bank reconciliation. So I'm going to do the cash at bank account first. It doesn't matter which one you do. And the first thing I need is my opening balance. So my opening balance as per the cash at bank account can be found over here as per cash at bank account, and that one is a debit. Okay, so I've already put that in there. Debit balance, opening balance, $123.25. Hopefully you'll get more room to write than I've put there. Then I need my cash receipts, and my cash receipts there is $21,085. And my cash payments journal is there, $18,344.30. Now we have a look at both sides. It looks like the debit's going to be higher, which means our closing balance will be a debit, which is great. And all we need to do is find out how much more is in debit. So 2863.95 debit. So we're ending the month with money, which is what we want. So our bank reconciliation statement, so far there's not much different. It's only going to get different when we get down to this bank error. So our balance as per bank statement, we're going to go up to our bank statement. We're going to find the balance as at the 31st, $255.95. Remember when we're looking at the bank's records, it's the opposite. Okay, so it's going to be a debit, $255.95. What am I doing? Okay, we're then going to add up our deposits that are not yet credited. So we've crossed off everything over here. We want our deposits that are not yet credited, which are good things. And there's our 3,100 there. And we're going to add that. We've got money, we're getting more money, we're going to add it. And then we're going to take away our unpresented checks. We can cross that off. Now I'm just going to leave that error. I'm going to go 453, which takes care of that one down there. And I've also got one somewhere else. Where am I? Down there. I've also got my $30 up there that I need to put in. Okay, now this is where things have changed a bit. So we have a bank error. We are going to not balance at the moment, and we are not going to balance because of this check here that was put as 89 in the bank's records and 98 in our records. Now there's kind of a easy way and a hard way to do this. So the harder way to do it is to think how it benefits the business. So we've said that we've paid 98, but we've actually only paid 89. So we need to pay more. Okay, so it's going to be like a cash payment, and we're going to treat it in the way that we would if there was a cash payment missing from any other bank rec. Okay, the easy way to do it is to figure out the difference between the two. So 98 take 89, we've got $9. And just add everything up and see how we go. So 255.95 plus 3,100 plus 483. I've pressed something wrong there. Okay, so when we add that all up, ignoring the bank error, we get 2,872.95. Now, if we take away $9, we will get $2,863.95, which will mean that it balances. Okay, so all you're going to do is you're going to see the difference, and I'm going to go less there because if I added it on, it wouldn't balance. Okay, we're just trying to get the two to balance. So that is what happens when the error is in the bank's records. You need to fix it in the bank reconciliation statement. Okay, you would also have to call the bank and tell them about it and get it fixed and all that. But all you'll have to do in a test like question is put it in the bank reconciliation. Okay, the other one that we need to look at is what happens when we have an error that are in our business's records. Okay, so I'm just going to clear up this little bit here because I can't see. So I've got $98 in my records that I've done, and the bank is saying it's actually $89 and I have stuffed it up. Okay, now if this was you and you were sitting in class and you were writing down notes and you had written something down wrong, what would you do? Okay, if it was me, I'd just go scribble, scribble, scribble and change it. Okay, that's it. That's all you have to do if the error is in your records. Okay, just fix it. Make sure when you add them all up that you add them up including that changed amount, but that's it. That's all you need to do. Okay? So only when the error is in the bank's records do we have to kind of do this system with the bank reconciliation. It's in your records, just scratch it out and fix it. Okay? And that's all for the errors. So good luck.